In Star Wars The Force Awakens, we're introduced to the Resistance, a proxy military force commanded by General Leia Organa and secretly funded by the New Republic, to harass and disrupt the First Order from behind their lines. The Resistance are provided with T70 Xwings by the New Republic to use in their fight. Though these X-Wings are new to the viewer, given the 30-year time lapse, they are in fact fairly dated in-universe. In the time frame of The Force Awakens, the New Republic Navy are using the much newer T-85 X-Wing, but the Senate elected to supply the Resistance with the aging T-70s in an attempt to make it more difficult for the First Order to trace them back to the Republic. Despite their advancing age, the T-70 Xwing seems to be more than a match for the First Order's TIE fighters, at least on a one-to-one basis. However, the more advanced TIE SF Starfighters in use by the First Order fare much better, and can be seen shooting down several T-70s in the Battle of Starkiller Base. Interestingly, we don't see any dedicated bombers or interceptors in service to either the Resistance or the First Order during the film. Given the number of proton torpedoes the T-70 is seen to carry near the end of the film, and its apparent speed and maneuverability, it's entirely possible that the functionality of these three classes has been combined into one all-purpose space superiority fighter. Though this would display an obvious advancement in technology after the 30-year time lapse, it is unfortunate that no completely new starfighters were introduced for the Resistance, or perhaps even newer takes on the A-Wing or Y-Wing. Though you would be forgiven for thinking the Resistance consisted of only a small base and a few squadrons of X-Wings after watching Episode 7, the excellent short story collection Before the Awakening by Greg Rucka reveals much more about the size and variation of the Resistance fleet. The book reveals that the MC-80 Mon Calamari cruiser Home 1 that once served as the flagship of the Alliance to restore the Republic is once again in service, now as General Leia's personal flagship. At least one other Mon Calamari cruiser is also revealed to be serving with the Resistance, the Liberty-type cruiser Echo of Hope. Why these vessels were not deployed during the events of The Force Awakens is not known, though it is entirely possible that they were simply inappropriate for the situation. The events of The Force Awakens take place over a very small area of the galaxy, so the need for capital ships to deploy fighters is minimal, and the Mon Calamari cruisers would have been able to do little to support the Resistance squadrons, given their lack of atmospheric flight capability. It is my hope that in Star Wars Episode 8 we'll begin to see a larger selection of Resistance, First Order, and perhaps even New Republic starships. Thanks for watching.